Don't forget the ads feed the ducks. And the ducks we're raising this year, we're donating to local food banks. If you want to help out the Duck Adventure, the link below, 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub, you can buy one of these t-shirts. You can donate monthly, you can make one-time donations. And the most important thing you can do is like the video and don't forget to share it, guys. Hello everybody and welcome to the Duck Adventure for October the 10th. And if I'm wrong, like usual, I'll put it on the screen. It's late. Right now it's about 10 to 11. I'm waiting for the news to show up. Actually, the Ottawa Citizen is supposed to be sending a photographer up. They haven't said what kind of story they're doing. The editor sort of hinted that it was more like along the lines of an animal feel-good story. But, you know, he said the reporter's going to contact me. They don't know if they're going to give any coverage for the cause. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see what they come up with. So basically the ducks are in a holding pattern here. Nothing's happening. They're actually still asleep. And last night they were all over the pen. So I think the problem was the Canada geese flying over, and that's why the ducks were at this end of the pen. And actually, I went back some videos from last year and I took a look, and we had that same problem last year. And I think it's because, you know, the Canada geese are flying in the middle of the night, because I know I've heard the Canada geese in the middle of the night flying in. I've actually been woken up to the sound of Canada geese flying over the house in the middle of the night. So I think that's what's freaking the ducks out, because we already know that the ducks get freaked out when the Canada geese are on the water. So if they're flying over in the middle of the night, it's definitely, I'd bet money on it. That's what's caused it the last couple nights, that they were hanging around at the front. Because there's no sound, I should say, of Canada geese today. Just look at them. So I'm just waiting for this reporter, or not reporter, but photographer to show up, because they want to get a bunch of pictures for the story. I don't know, like I said, I don't know. The editor was sort of very vague on what he was going to do, but it was all because of your emails, guys. I'm telling you, when you get a whole bunch of duck fans emailing, it really gets people paying attention here. There's hope for the Duck Adventure. The ducks are seriously confused because, one, I haven't shot the shotgun off, and two, I'm dragging the logs back from the swamp, these logs from the kayak stand, because I'm making a coyote blind, so that when Mr. Coyote shows up, I have a better place to hide. And I just want to clear everything out so it's a clear shot, and so the shooting target area is better for me. But the ducks are freaked out because I'm walking back and forth dragging these logs. Funny ducks. The ducks are really confused because I'm doing all this walking around here in the yard. They're watching me, but they don't understand why they haven't been let out yet. I'm leaving them in because, you know, the photographer, I want to make sure, you know, if he wants to get any shots of them in the pen or coming out of the pen. Because they would be out by now. Because the last thing I want is more duck feces in that pen. The attack dog at the gate. Photographer's here from the news. Dougie, you, come here. That was a good dog coming when I called you, because usually you don't listen. One thing, guys, is that Doug loves people, and he goes brain dead when people are here. Okay, come on. I'm gonna put you in the garage. No, let's go. Come on, it's a car. Doug! James?
Hey.
How you doing? I'm Matt. Come on, Doug, let's go. In the garage, because you're going to screw everything up here. The photographer, he's here, and we're trying to get a video for the newspaper of the ducks coming out of the pen, and they pulled the Doug. They were all sleeping, and they wouldn't come out of the pen. It was a mess anyways, and then they came out of the pen, and they wasted no time on going to the lake. So we're going to the lake to see them. Scovie on the dock. Sounds like the ducks are having a blast. I just don't believe how fast they came down to the lake, guys. I'm not kidding you. I wish I would have had the camera going, but I was busy with the photographer. They came out and they were just straight to the lake. It was unbelievably fast. Hello, ducks! It's me, don't panic. It's cool, but it's a beautiful day. Doug, no running. Calm down. Oh, Dougie. I had to lock Doug up because he loves people and he was freaking out over the photographer. The wind, actually, I should have a hat on, actually. Oh, Doug. Well, I screwed that up royally. Doug was sliding because of all the duck poop. Doug, why do you have to chase the Muscovies off the dock? Alright, Doug's gonna do the run back and forth here. Ducks are scattered all over. Doug, why don't you just go in the water? The ducks are staying away from the dock here. I think it's because of Doug. Okay, Doug. Go. Get lost. Go on. The dock's slippery, and Doug's gonna, he's running back and forth. I'm not going in the water. The dock's slippery, and I'm not taking a chance with Doug here. Look at these happy ducks. Unfortunately, they had to spend the first 5 hours of their day waiting in the pen. They seem to be making up for it here, the amount of fun they're having swimming. They're all over the place. I think a lot of it too, guys, is the fact that the water's cooler. Because you know, in the summertime, this place, because it's such a shallow lake, it gets like 85-degree water, and I think that it's the cooler water that the ducks like. Because I know if I had a down coat on, I wouldn't want to be swimming in 85-degree water. Well, especially if there's snapping turtles underneath. They're doing a ton of swimming underneath the water, diving. Oh, Doug's just making them run over by the mouth of the creek. Dougie. If the ducks had only moved that quick when a coyote shows up. Well, he's making that flock come out. That group, I should say. Because it's all one big flock here. Actually, Doug's done a pretty good job here. He's got them all coming out, guys. Holy mackerel, man. I don't believe this. They're just swimming like crazy. Well, this is just epic. Look at this. And no Doug on the dock. But it's because of him and the bulrushes that the ducks are out here, because he just spooked them all out. Now this is happy ducks today. I gotta go finish my coyote waiting station, because just in case, I want to be totally ready, because I'm going to set up a spot. Well, I've already had it. I've already got it not half, over 3/4 set up. I'm going to put my finishing touches on it so that when Mr. Coyote shows up, I can get in position to smoke him, because I know where he's coming from. He's coming from a different area this year, and I need a little different angle to get him. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends, and enjoy the show. Okay, what I've done, I've taken a short piece of log here, made the end of it pointy so it's easier to put in the ground. Put a 2x4 on the top part of it here to rest the rifle on. Now I'm going to go and pound it into the ground in front of my log to sit on in the tall grass. Okay, so I've made it so that I come across the swamp behind the compost pile where Mr. Coyote won't see me. You can see the ducks right there. Now my path goes here, that I can sneak up and get into position. And if I stay low, which I'm not right now because I'm setting up, he won't be able to see me. But you know, he's going to be focused on the ducks anyways, from what we've already seen, how he operates. And this is my log. I just got to get this into position of where I want it to be, sitting here with the rifle. This is what it's going to be like. I'm going to be here now. I can't shoot the rifle on this little pod that I've made. It's more just to rest the rifle, because when I go to shoot, I am going to have to stand up, because I don't want to cut the grass in front of me here. I want to leave it up as camo. But this gives me a perfect view. I can sit here and watch, and I can see the full width of the creek. And if he shows up, I can smoke him. Now chances are I could probably shoot through the grass, but just don't want to take a chance of, you know, causing the bullet to go off target. You know, because you know, the deflection could cause enough that by the time the bullet reached to where he was, I could be off by 3-4 inches and miss him. It's better if I just stand up and nail him. That's gotta be tough. Making far too much noise for a coyote. Yeah, I see his tail. Doug. So basically, guys, I'm going to sit here like this, watch through the grass. Ducks freak out. Coyote comes into the opening. I stand up and smoke him, just like that. Which isn't, that's actually good. That'll be a good shot, actually. Nice and clear. I might be able to double tap him before he even hits the ground. So I'm ready. Dougie, I heard you coming through the bulrushes. I knew it wasn't a coyote because it was far too loud. These are the only ducks left in the yard. That little male that has a hard time walking, which actually he was very cooperative during the photo session with the photographer. He was actually really cooperative. It was so cute. And Mo, and his little harem. And Angel's looking really, really rough, but she's moving around. But that other female over there, just sleeping in the sun. And then the other one that died there yesterday. I'd like to know why Muscovy females do that. Well, I'm going to the swamp to discharge some rounds in the shotgun, because I have to still edit yesterday's episode. So that means I'm not going to be outside. even though I've ironically got my coyote blind set up that I can sit in and wait, and it's a beautiful day to wait, but I've got to get the episode up for you guys tonight. And I still got to do my duck chores. Look at that little male, his eyes closing. He's got such a fluffy head. But he's really, really skinny, guys. When I was holding him, he's a tiny male. Sounds like the ducks are having fun. They're going to panic as soon as they come around the corner, though. Well, they're going out for a swim. What a gorgeous day, guys. It's a beautiful fall day. Today would be a bad day to be sitting in the coyote blind, though, because the wind is coming from the south. So my scent would be blowing this direction. So I'm going to just discharge some rounds here since I can't sit and wait. Plus I got to go do some work. You know, my ducks don't even care about shotguns. Shoot them and they don't even move. Well, if there's anything here, it should be gone. 4 rounds. I do not want to go in and edit, guys. What a beautiful day. Oh, look who's come to see me. I shoot the shotgun off and he's got to come and check what I've shot. Actually, you know, if I shoot and I get excited, Doug loses it. If I play the video of the coyote kill from last year, when Doug hears it, he gets all excited. It's really funny to watch. One day I gotta videotape it. I'll play the video and you'll get to see Doug lose it. He goes from half asleep in the house to freaking out, thinking that I just shot a coyote. I was in the house editing and something told me to look outside, and the ducks were all in the middle of in the swamp, and now they've all grouped together in a group, and something's telling me to go down and hide in my new coyote spot. Something is causing the ducks to all group together. They were spread out all over the swamp. Now Doug has been doing a lot of barking today, which makes no sense why anything would be here. Of course the temperature's dropping and I put the wrong jacket on, but something's wrong. The ducks are all worked up. The ducks have just started coming back down the creek again. It looks like the whole flock is coming home at once here. Yeah, they are. They're very cautious though coming home. They're actually, looks like they're scared. It's a mess of ducks coming home, guys. The geese are leading it. Okay, the killdeer just freaks them out. They're really nervous. I can't believe how nervous they are. This would have actually been a beautiful video from the tree. That's a massive clump of ducks coming home. Maybe with all of Doug's bark and whatever was here left, there must have been something here that freaked them out. Something just told me to come down though. I had that hunch, that feeling, when I saw them all out in the middle of the swamp, and then they just freaked out and all went back up the creek. Thought for sure. I couldn't ask for a nicer spot to smoke him, because right dead ahead is where he appears all the time. It would just be boom, goodbye Mr. Coyote. They seem to be calm here. They're drilling in the mud, being ducks. Thing is, the way Doug was barking all afternoon, I can't see how anything would have came here. He's been going non-stop, running around barking. And the wind is actually to my back, so if there was something here, he smelled me. Looks like the ducks are coming home though. Alright guys. Looks like we're safe again for another day. I'll stay behind here until these guys are up to the yard, and then I'll go back. My little duck's coming home. Look at that. You know, guys, today when the reporter was here, not the reporter, the photographer, I should say, man, the ducks were just freaked right out. They don't like any strangers around. It's basically Doug and I and the ducks. Even when he was trying to take pictures, he would kneel down, and just kneeling down freaked the ducks out. Oh, there's that limping male Muscovy coming back from the water. Look at him, limpy. I wonder what happened to him. But his limp looks a little better though. Maybe the swimming. It's the therapy of swimming. Exactly 5 o'clock, guys. That's the ducks. That's 2 nights in a row. They come home at the same time, which is strange today because, you know, I didn't let them out till it was like 11:30, 12 before they got out. But they knew what time it was to come home. I wonder if it was the bellies that told them, because there's a bunch over there eating. It was just bizarre. I was working editing, and I looked down and I saw them all scattered all over the swamp. And Doug was doing some barking at the front of the house and the front of the barn, actually. And then they just all of a sudden took off and went back up the creek. I thought for sure I was going to take advantage of my coyote blind. But the wind was blowing, you know, my back, which means that, you know, if there was a coyote here, he would have smelled me. But I have found that the coyotes get pretty distracted by all the quacking that's in front of them. It's a pretty big buffet, you know. And the way this coyote is, he's being so daring, really daring. Actually, he's really got some balls on him, actually, because he's appearing here when he shouldn't appear. But the ducks are back for the night. And I have to finish the editing. I'm so far behind today, guys. I don't want to go outside because they'll screw the ducks up, but they're all jockeying into position here. They're all standing at attention looking at their friends in front of the pen here. And this is what's in front of the pen. They're all getting ready to go inside. Oh, Doug just snipped a mouse trap. I was just doing some editing here, and I could hear them pounding on the side of the house. But as soon as I come into the back room and they see me in the window, they sort of get about 10-15 feet away from the house, and then they look at me. I brought Doug in so that he wouldn't run around the house. Because usually this time of night, what he does when Doug sees me come into the back room, he runs around the house, and then that freaks the ducks out. And I wanted to give you a shot here of them getting into position. They're getting louder and louder. Everybody's getting into position. Duck stay. Just look at them. Oh, duckies. Oh, guys, though, I'm tired today. I've hit some kind of wall. I'm trying to edit here tonight's episode, and I don't even know if I'm going to get it done or not. I think I got to take a day off tomorrow. It's been a rough week here. A lot of things have happened. You know, it's been crazy actually, and I think the stress. I'm worn out. I need a day off, and I think there's a good chance, unless something happens here, which more than likely with the ducks, something will happen, and I ain't gonna get a day off. But so if there's a missing day, that's why. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends.